Hi, my name is Kevin and today I'm going to teach you how to solve the 3 by 3 using the beginner's method. So let's get started. Now the first thing you need to know are all the pieces on a 3 by 3. The first piece is the corner piece which has 3 sides and 3 colors on it. Next, the edge piece which has 2 sides and 2 colors on it. And finally the centers which only have one color but make them aligned. Make these edge pieces aligned. Now let's get started on solving this cube step by step. First, let me start scrambling. So the first thing you need to do is to make a daisy on the top, which means you need to get these white edge pieces aligned with this yellow center first. So now I have found this white edge piece, and now let's bring it to the top with this one move. And you have these two white pieces, just bring to another color and bring it to the top. And finally same for this as well, using two moves. Now you have a daisy on the top. Now what you can do is to turn this to the side. As you can see this white edge piece and white red edge piece aligned with this red center. Now what you need to do is do two moves. These two moves will make the full center white cross. Okay, now you got your first white cross. Now what we need to do is to get these edge corner pieces aligned using these moves: R, U, R prime, U prime, or L, U, L prime, U prime, L, U, just like that. Now let's get to make this full bottom face to white. Now let me align it with these two colors, and now I'm going to repeat R, U, R prime, U prime until this white color is downwards. R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. Now as you can see, most of the white face is complete. Now let's complete the whole white face. Now you can see this is in the bottom, but no worries, just take it out by using R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. Now the white face is almost complete. You just need to get one more corner in. You can just do it in one move: R, U, R prime, U prime. Done. We have the white face complete. So now let's get the edges into this layer, matching with the centers. First I have this orange blue edge piece which matches with orange blue centers. Now what I will do is take this to the right side and do R prime, R, R, U, R prime, U prime, and oh, this is wrong. See, L prime, U prime, L, U, and R, U, R prime, U prime. You got your first F to L inside this. Now let's get the other pieces as well. To separate this edge from this corner, all you need to do is just move this two times to the left side and just repeat R, U, R prime, U prime. Now you got this edge piece out Now let's get it inside the red and blue center slot. Okay, now take this to the side, to the left side, and do R U R prime U prime L U L prime U prime. Actually it is L prime U prime L U. Okay, now we have the green red piece out here. Now let's just turn this to the right and do R, no, not R, but L prime U prime L U. And finally to insert it, R U R prime U prime. There you go. You almost have the full first two layers complete. You just need to get one more edge piece in. As you can see, this green edge piece matches with this green center. Just turn this to the left side and do R U R prime U prime and L U L prime, sorry, L prime U prime L U. And there you go, you got your first two layers completed on a 3x3. Now we get to these cases. The first thing you need to do is to do F, which is just turning this front layer, but for this case which has an L shape, you need to do these two layers, L R U R U R prime U prime and do F prime. Now you get to this case where you need to align all the corners in their adjoining places. It is actually quite simple. You can do it as well. First you need to do these moves. Repeat R U R prime U prime. That means R U R prime U prime 3 times. And do L U L prime U prime L U L prime U prime L U L prime U prime L U. You have almost these two layers complete. You just need to align these both corners. You just need to switch these both corners, which is called a diagonal swap. So now let's get started on solving these two pairs. R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime. Now turn this cube to the left and do L prime U prime L U L prime U prime L U L prime U prime L U. Now you have all the pieces correctly aligned. Now you just need to repeat. Now you need to put the yellow face completely on the bottom and repeat R U R prime U prime until this white side, not white, yellow side turns to the bottom. R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime. Now this is fully completed on the bottom. Now we need to get the others as well. R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime. Now this is the final yellow side we need to complete on to the bottom. R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime. As you can see, the full yellow face is complete, but the edges are misaligned. For this, what you can do is to do this final sequence: r u r prime u prime l prime u prime l u. Now do r u r prime u prime repeatedly for 5 times. R u r prime u prime 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 r u r prime u prime. Now finally for the left side: L prime u prime l u 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 l prime u prime l u. Sometimes you'll have to do it one last time to get all these edges solved. So let's complete it: r u r prime u prime l prime u prime l u r u r prime u prime 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 r u r u r prime u prime. Now finally for the left side: L prime u prime l u 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 l prime u prime l u. Finally, you solved your first Rubik's Cube. I hope this video helped. Bye.